What's up everyone, Shane here with ROA Off-Road. As you can see, I'm standing in front of the flagship of Pause. This is the X22.4. And if you watched our video from last week, you would see my wife and I did a video, and it was of the things that we love and hate about this trailer. Now, I'm bringing to you today some solutions on the things that I hated about this trailer. So come with me and I'll show you some of those things that I hate and how we've created some solutions for them. So just during the month of November, December, and January, we're trying something new where if you do buy and pick up a trailer during these months only, we're going to include these upgrades as part of the deal. So that's an exclusive at ROA Off-Road that you're not going to get anywhere else. And there's actually a bunch of little upgrades that we're adding. I'm not going to go through everything today, but we have some ground lights, which are pretty cool. That was not one of the things that I mentioned that I hated about the trailer, but you know, it's just a little detail, and that's going to be something that, you know, you might normally have to pay for, but you're not going to have to with this upgrade package. Another thing is this patio, when it drops out, is such a cool space. Unfortunately, bugs, mosquitoes, they always ruin the fun. So we're gonna have an actual screen that goes around the entire exterior of the patio, so you have the ability to go out and enjoy it without bugs eating you alive. Another little cool thing that I really like is on the inside right here. One of the things that just drives me crazy is things getting dirty. So we've added a cool little broom. This is actually one of my favorite RV brooms. I use this all the time and I always bring it with me from my garage. It's a telescoping deal and it goes all the way up, and then you have the ability to sweep away. And you know what's really nice is the Pause actually has a sweeper over here. So you want to take this sweeper and you just kick this and you sweep the stuff into it, turn it off. But when you don't have a broom, that thing is kind of useless. Now, the X22.4 does come with an onboard central vac. So this is just, like I said, a little bonus. It's nothing crazy. I'm not going to go over all the upgrades that we're offering during the pickup just in these next 3 months. But this is one of the ones that I really do like. And like I said, it's something that I personally use, and it's just mounted right up and included in the purchase of the trailer during November through January. So put that back together and just mount it up right here out of the way. Another cool little thing that we've added into the trailer, as you can see, this is your Victron system, and it has your battery right here, 93%. Now there's a new little blue bar looping around here, and it says LP 100%. Well, now if you didn't know, normally you have your 2 propane tanks, and there's no way to know when you're out of gas except for when things stop working, right? So your furnace in the middle of the night turns off and you're freezing to death. You don't know until it's out of gas. We've added these sensors, and this is integrated into this Victron system. So if you go and click right here, levels, you can see you actually have 2 tanks here. Both of them are 100%. These are 30-gallon tanks. So it says 30 of 30, 100%. And now as you start losing your propane, you'll be able to come over here and check what your tank levels are. This is not something that comes included with the Pause. We've had to install sensors on the tanks and integrate it and put it into the Victron system. So that is something that we're adding as part of this special deal. Another cool little thing, and like I said, I'm not going to go over everything, but I'm going to hit most of them, and then I'll talk about the things that I actually really hated. There's a cool little safe right here as a keypad or a fingerprint, or you can use the keys, and you know, you can throw whatever you want in there, valuables or protection, whatever you want, just a little detail, a little add-on. Now, for the things that I hated about the Pause in last week's video and how we have solved the issues. If you've been on some of the forums, there's been a lot of owners complaining about the inverter fan system, and they say it's actually louder than the air conditioner, and it actually is. I was thinking about doing a video and doing a decibel meter to show how loud it is. It's very annoying. We're including a brand new fan system included with the pickup during these months where it's pretty much silent now. It will run and keep the whole inverter battery system all cool, nice and cool, not overheat, and you won't hear it like a jet engine or an air conditioning system underneath your booth. It's kind of silly that that's not done right from the get-go, but it's something that we're doing here at ROA for you. The other thing that I want to show you is outside. Okay, here we are. An incredible scenery. As you can see, we're out where pretty much only dirt bikes are and a trailer, us. So the other thing that I really don't actually like about the trailer is it's kind of a hate-love relationship, because I love it, it's the deck, but what I hate about it is dropping this whole tire, because it is kind of heavy. And this has been something that we've been sharing with the people that come to buy the trailers, that, hey, it's pretty heavy, you're gonna want probably 2 people to help you lift, you don't wanna hurt yourself. So what we've done is we've installed a handy dandy winch, and this is motorized, it's connected to the roof, all wired in, and just by a press of a button, you can let this down, and this whole thing will just drop the entire deck. So let me show you how to do it. Super easy to demonstrate. Pull the pins. And previously, I would then have to be holding this and letting it drop, and hopefully not drop on me. And now we just press this button. Voila, that is magic.
Oh, magic.
And then when you're done and you're ready to roll, you just pull it back up and go and do other things while you wait for it to go back up. To me, it's just a little detail. And like I said, that is one of the things that I didn't like about the trailer. I hate to say I hate it, but it's true. I didn't like it. And I'm all about making things simpler and easy for our roamers, which are our customers. That's what we call our customers here at ROA Off-Road. And if you do lose the remote, there's also a manual switch inside the compartment that we've installed. So, you know, you have 2 ways to run it. Another thing that I will love, but also hate, and this is every trailer on the market, is Starlink. How do you hook it up and not run it through your window? I actually love Starlink, but I hate having the cords dangle out of my window. A lot of times I don't like it to the point where I just plug it on the outside, so my modem is sitting outside, but you know, it could get stolen. That's not cool. So what we've done is we have an exterior port that you can open up. This is a nice waterproof cover, and you can plug in your dish on the exterior, and then it goes through to the inside where your modem is, and you can have it plugged in. And we do have the 12-volt option, so you're not running it through your inverter. You can run it directly off your batteries and save a lot of power, be able to run that internet anywhere off-grid, wherever you're at. Now, the last thing that I said that I hate, but now I love because it's coming included with a purchase of one of these units for the next couple months, is the Anderson connection. Now, we do this for anybody that wants to at ROA Off-Road. We install the Anderson plug from the truck. It's a pretty in-depth install, cost quite a bit of money, and that's coming included. Right out of the factory, Pause does include an Anderson plug right here. But of course, if you don't have it hooked up to your truck, or you don't have this part installed into your truck, there's no way for it to work. So what we're doing is we're running this off of your alternator, and we're bringing it back here, the wiring, and we install this system so you can plug this in. And now you might be saying, what is this for? If you're brand new to our videos, if you're just barely learning, you know, generally your 7-pin does give you a little bit of power, you know, maybe a couple amps. Now, this trailer has 1,080 amps of lithium battle-born that can run your air conditioner for hours. You could run it all day long. You do have 1,000 watts of solar. You also have briefcases that you can expand it up to 1,800 watts of solar. But with this, while you're driving down the road, you can add an additional, this is a 50 amp system. And so you can get potentially anywhere from 20 to 50 amps while you're driving down the road. So you can just get so much more power getting charged to your trailer while you're driving. And essentially what this does is it turns your truck into a generator. You might be saying, wait, I thought the Pause XC22.4 came with an onboard generator. It does. It has an onboard generator. It has 1,800 watts of solar. It has 1,080 amps of lithium. It also has now an Anderson connection, so your truck becomes another generator. To me, this is like superpower, redundancies, makes it so you're never going to be somewhere without power. And there you have it, the flagship by Pause, the X22.4. This is the ultimate off-road luxury beast. And now with the add-ons, you have the ultimate redundancies. When it comes to power, you have the ability to have your internet off-grid, and you don't need to break your back dropping the deck to enjoy the views. And you don't need to get eaten by bugs either. So there you have it. I know last week we talked about some things we didn't like or we said we hated. Today, this week, we've now given you solutions and included in your purchase with ROA Off-Road.
We interrupt our program to bring you this important message.
If you're interested in one of these trailers, we should have a show model on the ground in every single store, just outside of Greenville, South Carolina, Colorado Springs, Mesa, and just south of Salt Lake City. ROA Off-Road. If you're interested, you want to see one of these, reach out to us and we'd love to show it to you and answer any questions you may have. Thank you so much for watching, and stay tuned. We have some pretty epic stuff coming up. We're going to be taking this trailer and a new Pause with Maynard off-roading to test these things. We're going to go on some of the most extreme trails you've ever seen. So stay tuned for that and have a wonderful day. Bye.